Hello and welcome to the Quiver channel. I am Jason, your host. This is the third time I've done this video this morning because my brain keeps getting distracted. We never know what we're facing in life or how things will change. I from the earliest of age, A to B, A to B, A to B. That was what my life was. How to get from A to B. The world didn't make sense. The world scared me. The world hurt me. Everything about the world was out of alignment with me. Every single thing I had to do back then, I would go A to B. This was my way of dealing with it. I had to figure out a way to get from home to school, from home to the shops, from home to whatever, A to B. I had to find a way to cope, and this is where my coping strategies started. One of the very first pieces of armour I used to have was a digital calculator watch. My first piece of technology that I carried with me when I was outside the house. On my wrist, I could wear it because it was a piece of tech. I loved that thing. I wore it until it fell apart. I had a little, what looked like a bullet. I don't think it was though. I have no idea what it was made of. I think it was made of tungsten or something like that. Extremely strong, extremely heavy. It was about that. And that was my first fidget toy. I held it all the time until I lost it alone. I don't even know when I lost it or how I lost it. I remember I wanted to test its strength because it was so different than anything else I'd held. I took it into my dad's old shed, put it in the vise and started hitting it on it with a lump hammer. Could be a sledgehammer, just smacking it and smacking it and smacking it. And in the end, a little chip came off. A little corner of it came off it. It wasn't like steel and that would break it. It wasn't like you couldn't impact it. But it actually shattered a piece off it, just brittleness of that. It was weird. And that corner that I could touch that was broken, I carried that around with me all the time. At school and everything, I would have it in my pocket and just be rubbing that corner that was just slightly indented, slightly a groove broken out of it, a chip that was missing out of it. I found rocks that I could keep in my pocket that were weird shaped. This was before I even knew what fidget toys were, this kind of tactile thing that someone needs. I had them. But whenever I left the house, it was A to B, A to B, A to B, A to B. For the first time now, when I leave the house with my mobility scooter, there's a C. There's an island that I'm carrying with me. It's like the biggest fidget toy you could have in the universe. When I get on that scooter, it's like I'm taking my everything with me, my safe space and everything, in this shield around me. and I can function. It shows how things can change. And it's amazing. I'm still trying to quantify it all and see how I can improve it, because yesterday I was very tired after going to all the way to Trentham and back. It wore me out, but it wore me out in a good way. It didn't wear me out. It wasn't a, oh my God, I'm wrecked. It was a, oh, I've just done a lot. It was something, but I think with time and with tweaks and evolution, I can get it to the point where I don't get tired at all on there, because you can see my hands now, what I'm doing here, stemming. The entire scooter is a stemming machine. It's just so amazing. It's everything about it, every touch, the tactileness of the Delta steering wheel, the sound of it, the feel of it. It's amazing. It really is. And that ability to leave the house, to go outside, to explore, is stunning. And I do mean stunning. Whenever I get home from one, I'm like, I really did that. But it's a lesson also. It's a lesson in not limiting myself, because I might limit myself. I could have been doing this years ago. But then again, it's a slow evolution. So we're going to do another video after this. So I hope you're all having a good morning.